And a Fox News alert, the jury has rendered its verdict, and Steve Bannon has been found guilty on both counts of contempt of Congress. This is a very big decision because this is something that happens very rarely in this country. David Spunt's been following the trial, and he's got the latest on the verdict. David?
2 counts, John. These were misdemeanor counts. I want to read them to you. Judge Carl Nichols just took in this verdict from the foreperson. Count 1, willful failure to appear for testimony. This was before the January 6th committee last year. Steve Bannon found guilty. Count 2, willful failure to provide records to said panel. Steve Bannon found guilty. A remarkably quick turnaround. Jury deliberations began about 3 hours and 10 minutes ago. Typically, when a verdict comes back this quickly, it's usually not favorable to the defendant. That clearly is what happened here in this case. This trial began on Monday, and we are already at a verdict on Friday. Steve Bannon's team never disputed the fact that he didn't show up in front of the committee because he didn't show up in front of the committee. The reason they say he didn't show up in front of the committee was because he was covered by executive privilege, which is something that people that have conversations with the President of the United States, usually a government employee, enjoy. It shields them from providing records, conversations, whatnot, to any type of investigative body. The government, meaning the Attorney General and everybody, the U.S. Attorney's Office and federal prosecutors, they said that's just not the case. Steve Bannon left the White House in 2017. So at the end of 2020, around the election time, and especially around January 6th, Steve Bannon was not an employee of the government. Therefore, he was not shielded by executive privilege. Again, these are 2 misdemeanor counts, both criminal contempt of Congress. They carry each between 30 days and a year in prison. We're still waiting to find out when Bannon would be sentenced. He's not going to find out exactly what this punishment would be today. But John, Sandra, interesting to note, about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, during a few pretrial hearings, David Spunt came out. He's Steve Bannon's attorney. And he said that that's what the appeal process is for. So he was already preparing for an appeal. And the fact that Steve Bannon did not take the stand and his team did not put on any type of case before the jury is something that is notable right there. So this is something that is a rare case, as you mentioned. It's not done often in the Department of Justice for the Department of Justice to actually bring these charges. There is another person right now that's facing the same charges, Peter Navarro, another former Trump advisor who also told the January 6th committee essentially to go pound sand. He is making his way through the legal process right now. He was just indicted just a few short weeks ago. So at this point, out of all of the depositions, all of the testimony, all of the fighting back and forth between the January 6th committee and some of these characters, Steve Bannon and Peter Navarro are the only 2 to actually be charged in a court of law. John, Sandra?
Yeah, and to the rarity of this, is the first time, according to Chad Pergram, that somebody's been found guilty on charges of contempt of Congress since Attorney General Richard Kleindienst and Watergate burglar G. Gordon Liddy were convicted in 1974. And if he goes to jail, the last time somebody went to jail was 88 years ago. So that would indeed be rare. David Spunt for us following this. David, thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.